And welcome back, hockey fans. We get ready to get underway here from Fort Garry as the Twins are taking on the Riels in this one. Riels trying to stay perfect, 7-0 at the top of the standings. Twins playing some 500 hockey, trying to change their fortunes. I'm your host, Bentley Brent, along with your cameraman, Nate Noble, bringing you all today's MMJHL action. And we look at the leading scorers coming into this one. Nathan Brzezinski leading the way for the Riels in 6 games played. He has 7 goals, 5 assists for 12 points. His captain, Cole Davis, right behind him with 10 points in 6 games, 3 goals, and 7 assists. As we await the teams to come out onto the ice, looking at the Twins side of the points leaders, it's Lucas Spencer leading the way in 6 games played, a goal, 4 assists. And right behind him is Caden Headland, and in his 6 games, he has 3 goals and 1 assist. And we'll take a look at our starting goaltenders as soon as they make their way onto the ice as the Riels step on the far side. And getting the start in net today for the St. Boniface Riels will be number 30, Alex Donmenko. He's played 3 games, perfect record, 3-0, of course, looking at the Riels record. And he has a save percentage of .918, goals against average of 1.99. Alex Pauls minding the net for the Twins. And he comes into this one, he's played 5 games, his record of 2 wins, a loss, and overtime loss. His save percent, which was actually a shootout loss, if I am correct on that. And a save percentage of .912, goals against average of 3.12. And with that, we'll have Okanda for you, and we'll see you all following that coming up here shortly. And now, as the team's ready to go, following the national anthem, take a look at the starting lineups. Canoes out there with Headland. Outside there as well, you have Jace Matthews for the Twins. And Barnes on defense. Magyar in on the draw, ready to go here. Out there with Bilios. And Davis off the draw, 1 back, and we are underway as the Twins work it ahead. And Hamlin works up. Jace Matthews dumps that one in. Giving chase on the far side is Dylan Baktanuk, and he'll work it across to Rays. The defense preparing to start here for the St. Boniface Riels. Puck off a couple sticks. Riels control in the attack zone. Work down low. Battle forward ensues on behind. Now back to Rays and out of his reach. And played along here by the Twins as the Twins work that one in. Hamlin. And Hamlin with it, can't do much with that. Picked up. Riels play that one in deep. Riels gives chase. Centered by Davis. And there's a quick shot. Paul's able to hold on to that one from the opportunity there from Dubois. Davis slow to get up in the corner boards. 50 seconds gone. Here's a quick look at the first good scoring opportunity in this one. Off the draw. And they're going to give Hamlin a penalty. So it's a Riels power play as Hamlin has the penalty. So clipping is the call at the 50-second mark. Great work there to play that one in deep by the Twins. Cycling back now. And Sanchin to make his way head ice. Runs into the corner boards. And now works his way back ahead off a couple sticks. Battle for it done down low. One ahead by the Riels. They'll fire that one in tight. Won't go. Back to the point. St. Boniface moves that one around. Matthews can't get a shot. And that one worked right into the slot for Dubois. Dubois fires that one wide of the goal. Rebound. Picked up. And the stick battle ensues for it. Worked the other way here by the Twins as the Twins. Gunther works that one in. Fires. Blocker save. Picks up his own rebound. 1 minute remaining on the man advantage. And the Riels trying to clear that one out and get it going on the attack. And now they will do so. Dubois works that one ahead. Gets past one guy. Walks into the far side. Back to the slot. Can't tap that one home on the backhand. And the net has popped off its moorings. We got a stoppage of play at 17:48. 38 seconds remaining on the Hamlin call. I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, along with your cameraman, Nate Noble. Off the draw. Riels. They'll center that across, right back. And it's in the goal. The Riels strike first. Their power play gets it done. And it's their captain, Cole Davis, picking up the strike on that one as the Riels improve their power play, working up to 20% on the year. And there's the pass across. Pauls pushes across, can't get to that one. And off the stick of Davis, it's 1-0 in favor of the Riels, thanks to the help of their special teams. Battle for it down low. Push it hard. And Bucknick and Suket picking up the assist on that one. And Suket going against with it. Pass it back. He had the opportunity. Couldn't finish that one off. Puts on the brakes. Suket looking for another point tonight. And worked out of the zone by the Twins. Spence giving chase. Loose puck played into the zone. Through traffic. Fires home and the Riels strike again. What a quick strike on that one there by Ethan Alsop. And so as I was trying to find the number that scored in the 18. Correction there. And there's the dig ahead to Gordon. And Gordon walks in, makes a nice move, fires her home. Early lead here for the Riels. Not even 3 minutes in. 2 goals on 2 shots. And that time it's Gordon finding the back of the net. On the near side. Reyes plays that one in. Battle down low ensues. Twins trying to work it out of their own zone and set something up in the attack zone. And that one's going to be an icing charged against the Twins. Going to come back in front of Pauls here. So draw coming to the right of Pauls. Or correction to his left. As we're ready to go long in on the draw. Work that one back. Quick shot. blockered away by Pauls and up into the netting. So, Cashton Long gets ready to go here on the draw. And they're going to wave the Twins player. Looks like Matthews, Jace Matthews waved out. And Daniel Hamley in for that one. Loose puck picked up. And now played down low by the Riels. Twins first on in their own zone. And that pass a little bit off the mark on the breakout. It'll work its way all the way down. And Rich will play that one in deep. Worked ahead and out of the zone. Bill quickly scooped up here by the black and gold. Cashton Long ahead. He'll dump that one in. Paul's out to play it behind his own goal. Twins put on the brakes. And they'll stay with the puck as they work their way head ice. And pickpocket there on the opportunity. They'll have to work it out of their zone again. Hamley with it. And he can't get that one out. Loose puck, work to the far side. And that one picked off. Riels dumped that in. And that hit a body in front off Dubois. And we got stoppage in play. As that puck made its way, it looked like into the Twins bench. And yes, it did. So they'll move in front of the timekeeper's box and get ready to go. 15:36 on the clock. 2-rep in favor of the visiting Riels. Trying to improve to 7-0. On the near side. Big hit. Puck worked down low and fired in by Domingo. Icing waved off. Twins from behind their own goal. Holmes tries to work that ahead. Pushes it back on the near side. And Kerbsky out of the reach of him. And now dumped all the way down. Twins giving chase. Riels first on that one. And Lucas Bungardar turns that one over. And worked ahead to Dubois. Dubois will play that one in deep. First one on it here is Riley Robert. And he'll work that one back. Comes out of the zone. Domingo walks in with the puck. Fires that one, trying to go blocker side. Won't work for him. Matthews works in front, deflected just wide of the goal. Battle for it down low. Riels work that in front. Won't go for them on the nice play there by Danchek. Can't get the connection. St. Boniface to make their way ahead. And Rays passes that one up. And Bakinock will work that one off a couple sticks into the zone. Takes it from the point, and that shot hit his own man. Cleared out now by Kinye and picked right up by Bakinock into the zone. Bakinock puts that one past Paul's wide of the goal on the wraparound opportunity. Won't go. Loose puck in front. There's a blade or a net guard sitting out there in the high slot as they skate on past. Trying to get a shot away. Work down low. Nice setup by the Riels. Can't get a shot away though on Paul's out of that. And just dumped in by Davis. Headland first on the puck. Ken Headland. He'll work that one to Kinnear on the near side. Gets past Rays. Good work by Russell. Russell dumps that one in. And Lazat will give chase. On the near side. Worked back around here by the Twins. Trying to set it up in the attack zone. Play down low. Battle for it ensues. And that one's going to get worked ahead on the near side. And not out of the zone. Good push back by the Twins on the forecheck. Loose in front. Jamming away at it. And that one wide behind the goal. Working with it. And ahead to Davis. Davis makes his way head ice. And just dumps that one in. Russell to work it back here for the Fort Garry Fort Rouge Twins. Drop pass, quick shot. That one hits the high glass. Battle for it ensues on as it's pushed by the Riels to the far side. Glove down, walking into this one. Backhander rings off the iron. Great opportunity there for Scott. And Scott works it back to the point. Big block by the Riels, by Sukit. And that one worked out. Kangari now with it on his blade. as some of the veterans here for the Twins play it in down low. And that one loved up by Domingo. 12:21 on the clock. And it's 2-0 in favor of the visiting Riels. Shots 5-4 in favor of the Riels in this one. And we get ready to go from the left of Domingo. Twins win the draw. Quick shot. And Domingo maybe got part of that one as that one whizzes wide. In behind the goal. Twins trying to center as Scott moves up into the slot. Couldn't get a pass to him looking for the feed. Picked up now and cleared out of the zone by Cashton Long. And he'll continue to push after that puck there with Danchuk. Putting on the brakes. Holmes looks to go the other way. And the Twins cycle it around in their own zone. Now able to get that one off the boards and out. Quickly worked around and into the zone by Domingo, who takes a hit there from Friesen as Friesen goes down getting the better of that one. Friesen picks that one up, plays it offside, and we got a stoppage in play at 11:38. And quickly one off the draw. And Kerbsky plays that one wide of the goal. Battle down low. Picked up and worked ahead by Dubois. Dubois walks in. Puts on the brakes, fires in front. No, just wide of the goal. Great opportunity there for Carson Dubois. Puck comes out of the zone. Picked up now with two here. And Hanley puts that one off the high glass, and they're going to say nudged part of the netting. 11:11 on the clock. Shots not up at 5 apiece. And we look at how these teams lined up. The Riels 3-0 in their last win against the Hawks. 4-3 able to lift their way ahead of the Vicks in their last game. Meanwhile, the Twins trying to regroup after a 9-1 loss to Transcona and had a great opportunity there. They pushed that one wide. In the game before that, they were able to come up on the winning side 5-2. 10:50 on the clock as the Twins work that ahead. And Hamill plays it to the far side. Scooped up. And that one knifed ahead here by the Riels. And Bacanek plays that across. Walking in. And a quick shot there. Bacanek gets an opportunity. Has it on the wraparound. Pauls with a couple of pad saves. Jams that one in front of Pauls. And the Riels play it to the point for Rays. Rays' shot blocked. Big block there by Headland, who goes after the puck. Riels guy blows a tire into the end boards. Battle for it loose in front of Pauls. And gets all the way down the ice for an icing. So tick some more time off the clock as they take off another minute and 1 second. 61 seconds gone. Back to 10:10 here on the clock as we're ready to go. As Alex Van Dynes makes his way onto the ice for the Riels. Riels win the zone draw. Quick shot from Suka. Doesn't get through. Rebound. Picked up now and worked ahead. Jace Matthews can't get past that one there. And Bacanek plays that one up. And we got that one out of play as we enter the back half of the opening frame. 2-0 in favor of the visiting Riels, trying to stay a perfect 7-0. And off the draw. Trying to work that across to Rays. Rays won't be able to work that ahead. Battle for it continues on down low. Back to the point. There's a shot deflected just over the goal by Kalangari. Great opportunity for his squad. Twins getting the pressure going in the attack zone as they scoop that puck up. Centering in front. And they couldn't get a blade on that one. Domingo works it into the corner boards. Right in front. Scooped up by Dubois. Dubois avoids the forecheck. for the time being, pushed right back in. They're going to say they hold the zone. Work to the far side. First one back on that one there is Burnko. And he'll work that one ahead into the slot, picked off. And the Riels, Suket to work it up ice the other way. And Suket makes him move down low, fires that one to the far side. Gordon will find that in his feet. Here's a goal in tonight's game as he works away at it. And Burnko plays that one all the way down the ice. The Riels in their own zone. They'll work this one ahead. Knocked down at the line by the Twins. Following that, picked up, worked in, and Maga couldn't do anything with that one. Puck played back in behind Pauls. And Pauls leaves that one along. Played back to the far side here by the Twins. And now Spence, Lucas Spence. And we've seen some flashes of him as AAP last year in the playoff series in between these two squads. Work down low. And trying to pick that one up is the Twins. And they're going to be able to do so. A little bit of a skirmish ensues. That one comes out. Calgary works it into the zone. 7:55 on the clock as the Riels in their own zone. Trying to work it out. Twins first on that one. And here come the Riels walking in the other way. Firing that one in on Pauls, and Pauls will shut down Davis's opportunity. So Davis trying to get the counter going after some pressure from the Twins. Lift them ahead on the shot clock by 2. Still find themselves down by 2. And here's a look at Cole Davis trying to build on his team's lead. As he walks in, Pauls with the answer on that one. Off the draw. Twins knife that one out of the zone. Canoe walks that in all the way down low. Domingo works it back, scooped up by Canoe. And trying to find Hamill, unable to do so. As the Riels first on that one with the white buckets, they'll clear that one out. Headland in his own zone. And he takes a couple stick checks, works it ahead to Jace Matthews. And Hamill to the far side. Putting on the brakes is Headland. He'll work it in deep. Hamill on that puck, plays the body. And the Riels will come free with that one. And Long watches the line, works it across, quick shot. Another great opportunity right in front. 2 quick saves in succession there for Pauls. And Hamill works it the other way as he gets nudged off the puck there by Long. On the near side, scooped up. Trying to work it through on the backhand. Canoe can't fire that one home as the Twins player takes a shot behind the play. Slow to get up. Battle for it down low. And that's Canoe gingerly making his way to the Twins bench. Twins behind their own goal. 6:15 to go. They'll work it to the far side. They've got some pressure, unable to solve Domingo early on. Off the stick of Dubois. Putting on the brakes and pushed ahead forward by Killsby, and he can't do much with that as Robert all over him. Riley Robert cuts to the slot. Rays plays that across to the far side. Buckenhawk's shot through traffic doesn't go. Twins on that one, and they'll work it ahead ice. Dump that one all the way in down low. Noah Friesen giving chase as the Riels Rays plays it the other way. And the counter continues on for Dubois. Dubois walks in, breaks put on. Cross ice pass broken up. A great stick work there to break that one up from Rex Scott. And Scott able to work it out of the zone for the time being. Here come the Twins. Walking in, play through traffic. And Gordon trying to scoop that one up at the line. He runs into some bodies. Sniped that one wide of the goal on the snipe. A little bit too much as Friesen centers that in the slot. Backhander won't go for Scott. And that one comes all the way down the ice. With 5 to go, that's going to be an icing at 4:58. Shots 9-7 in favor of the home squad here. Twins find themselves still down by 2. I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, along with your cameraman, Nate Noble, bringing you today's MMJHL action as they get ready to go down at the far side. As Gunther in on that one, loses that one. The Riels win it back. They blow a tire though. Great opportunity for the Twins to attack. And a great recovery there by Bakunek, able to get that one out. And now worked out the zone with the help of his teammates. Quickly fired back in by the Twins. And oh, they couldn't tag in time. Was Kinnear. And it's offside. 4:40 on the clock as we tag up and catch our breaths here. Van Duyn's ready to go with his squad out there. It'll be Gordon in on the draw this time. And Gordon beats Gunther in the draw. Worked ahead by Cashton, by Domenico, and played down low. Suka to the far side, that feed picked off. And here's a look for the Twins. Twins walk in, firing, trying to put that one home. Big block in front. Twins trying to get this offensive momentum going. Having some good shooting opportunities as Headland works it ahead. Off a couple sticks, worked into the zone now. And on a little bit of a tangle up. Gordon now with it. He'll work it back deep into his own zone. And the strategic way here taken by the Riels, deep and across, and that one hit a glove on the Twins bench. Bring us a stoppage in play at 3:53. Davis, Megger, Lambert out there, as well with Bilios. Has a fresh set of legs. Matthew Sanchin joining them as the defenders as Sanchin picks that one up. And can't work that out of the zone. Twins quickly jump on that loose puck. Was the Matt Lazat. And now Barnes with it on his stick. And he's watched by Dubois. Dubois all over Barnes. Barnes circling back. Spence turns that one over and worked ahead at the line. Good move here by Van Duyn. C centers that one in front. And the Twins pick up in their own zone. And they'll work that one out. Sanchin now plays that one to the far side into the zone. Come the Riels. Puck skips wide into the near side corner boards. Davis plays it in down low. And out of the reach there, Bilios. And he'll continue to work past Spence. And now pickpockets in from behind. Plays it across on the drop pass. And walking in now with the feed from Van Duyn. And they couldn't get a stick on that one. And I can try and read that number. It looks like that's Cole Davis with the opportunity. Pass across. Lambert fires that one. Pad save. Lambert picks up his own rebound. Centers in front. Twins on that one. They'll kick it ahead. And Spence's pass is picked off again, but comes right back to him on the gift. Here come the Twins. Walking in, ping off the iron. Rebound. Worked now by the Riels, and that one iced all the way down icing. Oh, it's going to be waved off. Pauls goes out to play it. Works that one away from a couple of Riels. Played loosely in front, and the Twins just stick that one forward. Battle in the near side boards continues on from the corner board battle. Twins work it out to the far side for Canoe. Good to see him back up. And on the feed from Jace Matthews. Him and Matthews will switch ends here as they press in the O-zone, but quickly worked out by dumped all the way down by Long. Long in on that puck. Worked away from him to Matthews. Off a couple sticks to Canoe. And now played in. Briggs put on. Bakunek works that ahead. And Riley Robert. Robert fires that across into the slot. Great tap by Jace Matthews to get back. Doesn't allow the shot. And now to go the other way. Hamill plays that across for Canoe. Canoe off the stick of Hamill, cutting in front. Sticked wide. Battle down low. Worked across. Bakunek into the zone. Works it down for a Robert. And he can't get there. The 15 first on that one. And Killsbury can't work that one out. Held at the line. Now walking in Dubois. Can't get a shot away. Now he'll fire. Paul smothers that one up. 62 seconds to go in the opening frame. Riels up by 2. They lead on the shot board 10-9. So we saw the counter from the Twins after being in the hole 2-0. And now here's the counter to that as the Riels controlling these last 5 minutes here with the shot in the swings on goals as we enter the final minute here of the opening frame. And great play there. Domingo able to break that one up and can't get it out of the zone. And that one pushed forward. Still knocking away at that one is Kinnear. And there's a penalty coming up. And it's going to go to the Riels on a board with 40.4 seconds. Twins get their first power play. So Twins with an opportunity to match the Riels power play. Twins power play haven't found a strike yet. Riels penalty kill, they're first in the league, 96.9%, as close to perfect as you can be. Headland with it, Caden Headland works that across as Dubois was the one taking the penalty. Headland fires that one and smothered up by Domingo at 28.3 seconds on the clock. And Gordon will come out for the draw as they switch him out for his captain coming in to take his position. Puck went back. Headland plays that one along and gets it right back. Caden Headland walks in, looks for the opening, and he'll take that one into the slot, deflected wide. Domingo puts it to the corner boards, 15 on the clock to go. Battle for it. Matt Lazat works it across to Headland. Headland fires, deflected, but not out, and Headland takes the penalty. So Headland with the cross check on Lambert with 5 6/10 to go. We got 4-4 hockey. And here's a look before the power play at the Twins' best scoring opportunity. They ring this one off the iron. So 4-on-4 for, we'll see. Riels not going to chance to pull the goaltender. You could ice that one down, but try and get an extra guy out there to win the draw. Snipe one past Paul's would be ideal for them. And that bouncing puck's going to make that unable to do so. As Lambert now tries to get his stick on that, unable to do so. Twins work their way in there, and we hear the horn here. So the first frame has come and gone in this one. Shots not up at 10 apiece, but it was the first two quick sticks for the Riels, lifting them up by 2. Riels power play 1 for 1 so far in the opening frame. And we'll take a quick look here at today's scoring summary in this one. And it started off early for the Riels, finding the back of the net just 2 minutes, 21 seconds in on that power play was Cole Davis's fourth from Reeve Sukit and Dylan Bekinek. Caden Gordon found his first from Lucas Bullinger at 2:59. So 2 goals, 38 seconds apart. The difference makers in this one here. And a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. And they have played 4:41 to go in the first. Out in St. James, that's 0-0 in between the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. 1:05 to go in Charleswood. And Vigason has his squad up by 1-0 on that one against the Jets. And no score from the Terry Sawchuk Arena in between their battle as they host the Raylair Express. With that, I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, along with your cameraman, Nate Noble, and we'll see you all following the opening intermission. It's 2-Rep Riels. And welcome back, hockey fans, as we get ready to go for the second period action. Quick over of our scoring recap. Cole Davis started off with his fourth on the power play from Reeves Sukit and from Dylan Bakinek at 2:21. 38 seconds later, Caden Gordon got his first from the 22 of Lucas Bullinger. Couple penalties to report. That first power play goal happened on a penalty to Daniel Hamill, correction on that for clipping at 50 seconds. Then at 19:20, Carson Dubois took a boarding, and with 5.6 seconds to go, Kinden Headland took a cross check. So we got 5-on-3 hockey coming up here for 80 seconds, followed by 35-minute power play in favor of the visiting St. Boniface Riels. And we're ready to go. 4-on-4 hockey. And here we go. One back by Lucas Spencer and played in off the draw against Gordon. So following the icing, they work it all the way back down into the Twin side of things here. And back into the Twin zone we go. Twins win the draw. And they'll try and work it out. And that one just out of their reach. Putting on the brakes. Trying to set it up. And now looking around here come the Riels. Worked across to Lambert. And Lambert works out to the far side. There's a shot. Sticked away by Pauls. He doesn't know where that puck is. And scooping it up in the corner boards is Danchuk to work that one out. And now taken by Matt Lizotte. Lizotte walks in, fires, and right off the pad on the opportunity from Demenko. Now Suka walks in, and no, they call him offside. Great setup there. And that might have been at the puck carrier at the near side as Kalangari was in on the back check for the Twins to break it up. Some quick action to open up the first 42 seconds of the second. And the Twins set ready to go here in the neutral zone draw on the defensive side of things as they work that into their own zone. And back quickly out to neutral zone. Bakinek now with it. He'll work that across. Watched by Matt Lizotte. And he'll scoop that one right back up. Circles back. And plays that one along. And after the back and forth passing to Bakinek, here comes Sukit. Sukit walks in. He's got Davis streaking down the far side. And that one hits the end glass. Works its way out of the zone. Twins to go the other way. Lucas Spence now with it. And Lucas Spencer makes his way through traffic. Held back. Power play opportunity remaining now here. 34 seconds in favor of the Riels. Skirmish for it down low. Riels trying to push that one out. And Dubois. Dubois walks in. Puts on the brakes in front. Doesn't take the puck with him. Puck work back on the near side. Twins jamming away at it. Trying to get that out of the zone. Unable to do so. Piles pushed down low and now cleared out. 2-1. And both power plays are do not on that. After the Riels strike on the opening power play. And all alone walking in. And Paul's with the answer. Great opportunity there on the breakout. And the long stretch pass for Ethan Rich. And there's the head pass. Rich finds himself waiting at the blue line. Paul's with the answer. Shutting that one down. 2 shots to report in the second frame for the Riels. And the Twins yet to yield any. Long ready to go as he takes on Jace Matthews in the circle. And that one back by Long. Quick shot by Domingo. And that one tipped wide on the near side. Canoe. He'll plays that to the far side. Tic-tac-toe. work back ahead. And Jace Matthews throws it in deep. And Danchuk kicks that one ahead on the head pass, and that will be an icing. First one back on that one to Van Barnes. 2.5 gone. Twins getting some shots in on goal. Haven't been able yet to solve Domingo. And they're out here ready to go and do that as Russell rolls out there with Spencer. And can't see his other wingman. And it looks like Lazat, and yes it is. As that puck worked ahead long, and he does get that one out, played right back in by Barnes. Ahead to Danchuk on the near side. Twins force her right back. And Munger plays that one in. Munger plays that one in deep. Here come the Twins with numbers. Stretching up the far side. Lazat gets that back to Russell. Work to the far side. And oh, just wide. Couldn't get the completion on that one as Spencer centers that in front. Now Lazat from the line down low for Spencer. Stick handling. What a save. Rebound. Whizzes wide of the goal. And just sticked wide. Great opportunity there for the Twins to get within reach. As back to the line. Headline plays that one in deep. Lazat can't get his stick on that one. Stick battle ensues. Twins come free with it. On the tango up, centered in front. That one just sticked wide of the goal crease. That one knocked in behind Headland. And they're not going to give it to Rich as he chased that one down. It's an icing at 16-17. Here's a look at a nice setup here by the Twins. As the Twins, great save there by Domingo, and the Twins put the rebound just wide of the goal. Couldn't get enough mustard on that opportunity on the second chance. Off the draw on the near side. Bollinger takes a big hit and he goes down. The Twins getting the physicality going here. Trying to get back into this one. Out of the reach of Danchuk all the way down the ice. Holmes first on that one. No icing. Holmes now to make his way head ice. Off a couple sticks, work back to the near side. Jace Matthews walks in, works it right back. And in the battle for the puck, that one comes free now and worked ahead by Cashton Long. Icing waved off. Riley Robert fires that one in, and a good reaction there by Pauls. Turnover now by Canoe to Dubois. Picked up by Bakunek. Bakunek now with it, and he can't do anything with it. Twins drop pass. Matthews. And that one skips wide of the goal on the play from Canoe. Matthews now to go the other way here on the Riels side of things as he works that one wide. Battle for it down low. And Matthews works it back to the point for the Riels. Now scooped off. And Kalangari walks into the attack zone. And a miscue there on that pass. Dubois scoops it up. And he'll work that one ahead. Van Dynes walks in. And he takes a spill. Referee's hand stays down. We continue on to the far side. And worked out of the zone by the Twins. As they catch an edge. The Twins work that one and just out of the reach. And that's going to be, they're going to say it's an icing. As Barnico cannot catch up to that one. 14:31 on the clock. Shots in the frame 3-2. Riels leading. And that one, and the more important one, the scoreboard. As this good goal scoring opportunities at both ends. Goaltenders have been shut down following the first two shots by the Riels. And in the skirmish behind the Twins net, it'll be the orange and white guys coming free with that one as the Twins work it out. Pushed right back in by the black and gold. Riels from behind their own goal, or behind the attack goal now, picked up by the Twins. They'll turn that one right back over. Walking in, circling around, trying to set something up here. And Suga Warrior works that across. Battle for it down low. Scooped up and played across. And right back to Sukit on his stick as he gets drilled into the end boards. As the Twins continuing on with their physicality. Gordon giving chase. Kalangari circles around him. And that one off his stick. Played in by Brunko, and Brunko goes after that one. Sukit picks that up to go the other way. Reeves Sukit walks in, plays that one in on Paul's save made. Rebound to Van Dyne's couldn't get a stick on that one. Puck worked to the far side. And Lambert rifles that one and pushing across into the leather. And making the save there is Alex Pauls. 13-12 on the clock. Shot totals 15-12. Here's a look at that hit down low some moments ago as we talked about the Twins getting the physicality on, and there's a big collision in the corner boards there. And now the Twins trying to use that to make some offense. They'll have to get out of their own zone first, and Lucas Spencer does so just like that. Lambert fires that all the way down, and headline there as well with Barnes. It's an icing. So we move things now down as the draw comes into the St. Boniface zone. 12:55 on the clock. Megger in and on the draw, ready to go against Tedland, and no whistle before that. Correction there, Drew Russell on the draw. And that one went back. Lambert and crew quickly trying to clear that one off some pads. Davis with it now, works it past a handful of Twins. And Megger works that ahead. Megger walks in with the puck. And it's covered now here by the Twins and work quickly up to Matt Lizotte. Lizotte works that ahead to Russell. Drew Russell walks in, fires. Lizotte can't pick up that rebound out of his reach. Barnes trying to hold that at the line, gets past him. All the way down the ice here for Caden Headland, the assistant captain. And that one off a stick turnover. Davis takes it at the doorstep, knocking away at Paul's down. Puck still loose. And now the whistles come in. And some pushing and shoving as Barnes was down in front. 12-12 on the clock. And here's a look at that one. Jamming away at Pauls makes the save and able to freeze that one. With some pushing and shoving, Twins definitely getting that physicality in there. And the Riels with a little bit of themselves there, getting in with the physicality themselves. Worked across. Buckenock shot off the point. And they'll work that back to the line. Rays plays that one in on goal wide. Twins trying to force it up. Trying to get some more shots on goal. With 3 in the frame as Rex Scott gives chase behind the opposing goal. Scooped up. And Buckenock turns that one over. Walking in. Worked down low by Scott. And Scott can't get that one past as that one took a weird bounce off the side of the net. Off the iron. Glove down by Kalangari. And he'll play it to the far side. Noah Friesen into the zone. And Scott giving chase. Picks that one up. Works it into the backhand. Wide of the goal on the opportunity. Number X plays that one back. And that one scoops past Kalangari. Van Dyne's giving chase. And Lermax first on that one. Works that one away. Puck played across. And there's a shot. Won't go. In behind his own goal. Rays puts on the brakes as we near the midway mark in this hockey game. His squad up by 2. Trying to build on to their win column total. And Kalangari plays that one in. Is it going to have enough for icing? Yes, it is. So the Twins don't get in their change. They'll have to go down into their own zone and win a draw. 10:43 to go. Shot total is 7-4 in favor of the Riels for the frame. Long ready to go on the draw. Chopping away at it. Riels work it down low. And now the Twins in their own zone. trying to work it out, jamming against on the sideboards, and that's going to grab the netting. Up and out of play at 10:30. So the Twins getting their change they wanted, and we have a penalty coming behind the plate of Danchuk. So I missed that one. Twins 0 for 1. Trying to get their first power play goal of the season against the top penalty killer unit that has been pretty much everything but almost perfect. Only giving up a one or a handful of goals here. As Lazat plays that across, deflected just wide, and the Twins working across. Matt Lazat works it across. Headland, lost control of that one, comes out of the zone, so it's a charging against Danchuk. As we walk into the zone, Twins leave it back, forked away and gets out. Good penalty kill by Dubois. And worked up to Lazat, and here's a miscue there. And on the short-handed opportunity, won't go for Dubois. As him and Bilios with a nice setup. Russell puts on the brakes, and that puck gets away from him all the way down the ice. Back half here of this hockey game. Twins from behind their own goal, trying to get their power play going. Get back into this one as Lazat works that all the way down the ice. In behind the goal, quickly cleared all the way down by the Riels. As Pauls leaves that one there for Headland. And now taken ahead here by the veteran Twins as they'll work that one back to Headland. Headland up on the near side. Spencer to Lazat to the far side. And Russell plays that. They're going to say offside at 9:04. 34 seconds remaining in the penalty to Danchuk. Van Dyne's ready to go. And Gunther wins that one back on the near side. Played across. And the Twins dump and chase that one. Canoe goes after that one. Comes to the other side of the net. Domingo leaves that one back. Scooped up at the line. And Mazzolgi plays that one across. Canoe with the pass across. Works it back here to the point. And Mazzolski plays that to Canoe. Back to the far side. 3 seconds to go. And smothered up as 1 second on the clock. And the referee's making sure that Danchuk does not get off the board. They did run that. Now that second did come off the clock. So they're going to put it back as it's looked like it was just under a second by probably 8/10 there. So have the penalty door open, ready to go. Off the draw. Danchuk steps back into play. 5-on-5 hockey as the Twins' first full power play. Unable to do anything productive for them other than muster. They got a shot on goal, and there's another opportunity that was close. Twins work it now from their knees, trying to play that one across. Riels get that out of the zone. Kalangari works it in. 8 to go. And that one iced all the way down. Alex Van Dyne's out, does it? As he'll work a Twin into the end boards. Battle ensues. Riels hold at the line. Domingo fires that one through, traffic deflected wide. Another opportunity. Pauls gets the blade down on that one. Twins quickly ahead. Kalangari. He'll play that across. And no, can't hold the line. Kinner's offside on that one there. And Kinner was off by a stride. They'll get ready to redo it here. Coming up right in front of us here. Gunther in on the draw. And that one went back by Carson Dubois. And worked into the zone. Played ahead from the neutral zone, and Matthews works that one in for the Riels. Twins controlling the win their own zone. Twins quickly out, looking for the head pass, and instead the outlet pass just taken himself and dumped in by Kinner. Battle down low. Gunther in on that one. Kinner to help out, as well as Burnt go, and that one comes out to Matthews. And Gerson Matthews works that one across. Scooped up through traffic. There's Madzowski. Loose puck comes to Dubois. He'll play it into the zone. Gunther is going to work that by himself, take it to the near side. Now Sasa across to Calgary and up out of the zone. But the turnover, Matthews fires that one in, and that one beat Paul's wide. Battle down low. Continues on as they push that one up to the blue line. And that one gets out of the zone. Here's an opportunity for the Twins going the other way, and they get tied up. Can't do anything with it. 6:12 on the clock. Riels play that straight up into the netting as that flies right up at the camera. 6:05 on the clock. Shot totals 19-15, and they're going to bring the face-off inside the zone as it should. And with that, the Twins are going to quickly get their top line out there as Russell gets ready to go in the draw, wins that one back. Headland now from the line. Waits, fires, bodies in front. That one deflected, hits the glass. Danchuk on the backhand across. And Headland knifes that one off the stick of Ethan Rich. He'll go at it, and he'll out-muscle Barnes on that one. Worked free. Now back to Rich, trying to tuck that one in. Fires that one in on Pauls, won't go. Battle down low continues on. Riels working across. Graves plays that one. And Bakunek. Bakunek can't do anything with that one. Played to the far side. Twins into the zone. And rolls off their blade. Worked out. Barnes works it right across. And Spencer works that one ahead. Knocked down by not a high stick by Danchuk. As Long works it back. He absorbs a hit. And we got an offside. Was what I think. And the referee getting in on that, explaining it, or is it a hand pass? There's a piece of lumber, or there's a piece of lumber sitting out behind Paul's. That's what the delay is. It's a penalty coming up. And I wonder if they called 6 men on the Riels. It is. Danchuk goes to the box, and that's what they were talking about there, though. One call the linesman can call. And my bad for missing that. Time the penalty is 14:59. Twins power play number 3. Goes at it as Matt Lazat works that across. Headland works that around. Russell back to Lazat. Lazat plays that across. Scooped up off the boards by Lucas Spencer. And Spencer now, he'll get charged up by a player and works that across off the stick of Dubois. Fired that one loose in front, and the Riels fired out of the zone. 4:30 to go for Lucas Spencer and crew. Trying to get one here before the horn and get done on the power play and work their team back into this one. Get some life in the attack zone. Putting on the brakes. Twins working in front off the stick. Now to Lazat. He fires that one just off the mark. And Sukit, with the help there of Beliosh, gets it all the way down. It'll be Headland to lead from behind his own goal. 54 seconds to go on the man advantage as Lazat works it down low. And the Twins overskate that. Easy clear for the Riels, and the Riels showing why they got the best power play in the league. And Paul's with a little bit of some stick handling himself as Magger looks him down on the penalty kill. Russell rolls off his blade, and a tough break there for the Twins. Worked all the way down. 20 seconds to go. Lone shot on the man advantage for the Twins. Canoe plays that into the zone. He takes a rub from Rays. Davis on that one and plays that up into the netting. They're going to say deflected is what the referee wants to say. We'll see where the draw is going to be. Nope, they're going to keep it in. Unless if he was just calling for a puck because it went over the net. Maybe that's what he was. But is motioning there. 3 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the four-carry Fort Rouge Twins. Trying to get a quick shot away in behind the goal. Back to even strength. And a third penalty kill for the Riels as Danchuk works that ahead on the far side. Tango up there for the puck. Van Dyne's in after that. Working away at it. With Bornko played to the far side. Bakunuk works that one ahead to Gordon. And into the zone. Puck held at the line. There's a shot deflected wide. Rebound. Van Dynes plays that on net. And the save made by Pauls. Twins from behind the safety of their goaltender works that ahead ice. And knocked up as Bakunuk takes down his player. Takes a bit of a high shoulder there. Worked back. And in a tangle up there. Pickpocketing was Sukit. Now he gets pickpocketed himself. Comes out to raise. We got 2:10 to go here in the second as the Riels work it ahead up by 2. Kalangari works that ahead and with numbers. Walking in, trying to force that on the back end. Won't go for Sam Kinner. Work now across. Gordon walks in with Sukit. Gordon works it to the back end. And he's bumped off the puck. Held at the line. And Bollinger works that one down low. Sukit with it. Now the Twins to kick it ahead to themselves, and Kinnear plays that one and they go for a change. 90 seconds. Great opportunity here for Grayson Matthews all alone. Walks in at the line. And he'll work that into the corner. Played now to the far side. Scooped up to go the other way. Walking in. Scott works that across. A great stick to break that one up there by the Riels for the 14. There's another shot. And that one held for a stoppage in play. Two great opportunities there for Scott and Cashton Long breaking the first one up. 66 seconds to go. Here's a look. And that one was just after Long breaks that opportunity up. They'll circle around and Scott can't put that one in from the top of the circle. 60 seconds to go. And that one iced all the way down and outraced by Matthews. And he'll play that one back. Comes out of the zone. Jamming at that one. Twins work that in deep. 45 to go. Twins scoop it up in their own zone. And the Twins in the attack zone. Play that one off to the goaltender. Holmes fires that one. Tic-tac-toe. Loose in front. Won't go. Battle down low. And we got some big hits going down low. And now their gloves are off. And the helmet's off. We got some punches thrown in there. The bottom of that's Noah Friesen. I can't see the Riels player. I want to say it was Long, and it was indeed Cashton Long. So here's a look at that. We got some excitement as we talked about being a physical period. And Long and Noah Friesen there doing their part. And there's a little bit of the start of that. Or correction, there is Rich. My bad on that. Trying to read the number there. That was Ethan Rich. Sorry for the mistake there. 23.4 seconds to go. And Carson Dubois awaiting the verdict from the referees. Another close period in the shot totals. And as it stands right now, 8-9 in favor of the Riels. And that's basically matching their first frame, which was 10 apiece. So attack below, and here's the verdict from the referee as he gives it to the Riels bench. See if we can listen to him. He might get picked up by the mic. And they're going to take it out of the zone. 5-on-5, just coincidentals. We're ready to go. Off the draw, Kalangari wins it. 20 to go as Headland, cursed by looked like a broken stick. No, just fanned on that. Headland picks it up, works it into the zone on the far side, puts on the brakes. The two 14s collide. Headland wins that battle. Gets it right back. There's a shot wide of the goal. And that's going to do it as Matthews can't hold. Puck rolls its way down. There's the horn. And we got 40 minutes gone. No scoring in the second frame. Goaltenders doing their part. And shots 8-9 in favor of the Riels in the frame. Shot total is 19-18. Just tackle one in front of that. We'll take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard following the opening 40 here from Century Arena in Fort Garry. And your out-of-town scoreboard. We got 4.5 to go in St. James, and the Canucks lead the Raiders Junior Hockey Club 1-0 off the stick of Ward, who's been having a good season for his crew. Meanwhile, the Hawks have tacked on another one. Kirkowitz and Seaperb with the goals. Bateman with one for the Jets. That one's 3-1 shots in that game are 28-16. Out in River East, we got some goal scorers there. Vandenbush and Purdon with the goals for the Express. Richardson has the lone one for the Knights, as the Rail Express doubling up the Knights in that one. 2-1 shots are 12-8. 3:36 remaining in the middle frame. With that, I'm your host, Bentley Bratton, with my cameraman, Nate Noble, and we'll see you all here for the final 20 minutes as the Twins try and knot this one back up. 2-0 Riels following 40. And welcome back, hockey fans. I'm your host, Billy Brownlow, with my cameraman, Nate Noble, as we get ready to go here for this Friday night action, as we await the final 20 minutes of regulation, and what's been a closely contested hockey game. Shots in the opening frame were 10-10, and it was 9-8 in favor of the Riels in the second frame. Totals 19-18. Riels lead by 2 off the sticks their captain Cole Davis and Caden Gordon. And those were on their first 2 shots of the game. It was a tough, with one being a power play, but a little bit of a tough start for the Twins, and both teams really cleaned it up here. It's been a good game, and we'll see if they continue keeping it as close as it was in this third frame of action. So the center men get ready to go. Third period action. Gets ready to go as Dubois in on the draw, ready to go. Taking on Jace Matthews. And we are underway. Carson Dubois wins that one back. Third period action. Here we go. Puck dumped in, but Domingo doesn't get past the line. Dumped down, and he gets a little shot in there with Matthews. Pauls goes to play from behind his own goal. Battle for it on the near side continues on. Riels put on the brakes, and they'll circle that one around as the referee adjusts the net. Puck back to the point, worked across. Domingo fires that one wide of the goal. Quick start here for the Riels, and they go down to scoop up that pass that got away from them. The Riels in their own zone, put on the brakes, get past a handful of Twins. And Dubois plays it to the near side boards. Pass ahead, scooped up. Cole Davis walks in, breaks on. He blows a tire, works it though back to not to Suke, picked up now, and Canoe goes the other way. Works it across to Matt Lizotte. Lizotte battles down low. Russell fires that in on net and hits some bodies. Back to Duck plays that one into Van Dyne's. Icing waved off and smothered up by Pauls as he swipes that away from Van Dyne's. 18:45 to go here in regulation. Good action as both these teams ready to go and take control of this game. The Twins trying to get one to get back into this one. The Riels trying to expand their lead to 3 and put this one on ice. As Spencer plays that into the zone. Riels work it to the far side. St. Boniface moves that one up, doesn't get through. And that one, Mazowski plays that ahead. Off a couple sticks and offside against the Twins. As the Riels disappointed there, thought they had a chance at a 2-on-1 going the other way, hit a twin stick. Drew Russell ready to go against Carson Dubois. Stick foul, Dubois comes free. And Dubois works his way, hits the ice, and we continue on. Matthews can't do anything with it, comes out of the zone. Lambert now with it, and he'll play it in for the Riels. In behind the Zamboni door, Calingari puts on the brakes, 2 gone in the frame. Calingari looking for an open man, and that pass is broken up by Lambert, and quick work by Lambert. Lambert walks in through traffic there. Puck knocked off his stick, and Sanchin works that in deep. Putting on the brakes now to go the other way. Moldazinski works that across, and tic-tac-toe off of Russell to Lucas Spencer, and no, he can't get there as Sanchin scoops that one up, and Matthew Sanchin plays that to the far side of the zone. Calingari works it back ahead, and this one scooped up. Sanchin fires that in on goal, and gloved up at 17-16 by Pauls. Long in on the draw. Ready to go. One back here by the Twins. Twins in their own zone. Kinner works that ahead. And here come the Twins walking in. And Gunther plays that one wide. Tries to center it. Riels quickly out of the zone. Balos works that up to Robert. Robert can't get on that one. Long now scoops it up. Tic-tac-toe. Buckenock shot. And that one a pad save into the corner. Balos plays that down low. Now work to the near side. Long stretch pass by Kidder is going to be iced. As Buckenock first one back. 16:36 on the clock. Shots in the frame. 2 for the Riels. No to show for the Twins. Following icing, we're ready to go. Stick battle for it. Riels work it down low. Riels put on the brakes. Riels center, and that one hits a stick up over the netting and out of play. Megger in on the draw, ready to go. Lemieux in after him. And following that hit, we got a stoppage of play. Lemieux again, ready to go. And that one back by Megger. Quick shot. Doesn't get through. There's one. Rings off the end boards. Scooped up by the Riels in the attack zone. And off the stick and out. Buckenock plays that across. And Buckenock trying to get that one back. Dumped all the way in. And Killsbury under after that one worked off his stick. Back to the point. Rays now with it. Makes a move. Jace Matthews with a nice stick block. Gets it out of the zone. Cole Davis to feed it ahead. Puck dumped into the corner boards. Scooped up and worked across here for the Twins. Rays to make his way head ice. Rays walks in on the backhand and plays it wide as he gets brought to the ground. Matthews plays that across off a couple sticks. Tic-tac-toe. Here come the Twins with a vicious back check. Quick shot, and that one just off the mark there from Lamieux. And a big hip check there. Nice play by Matthews. So Jace Matthews getting the physicality going here in the frame for his squad. As Canoe going in after that puck. Worked the other way. Long stretch pass. Headline breaks that one up. And he'll dump that one all the way down. Battle for it continues on. Quickly ahead. Into the skates. Riels walk in. Backdoor opportunity. And no pinging off the iron. And I don't know where Paul's caught that one or it just went up and out of play. It did. Here's a look at the hip check from Matthews. It's Joyce Matthews right there. Maybe a little bit unintentional. So he tries to scoop that puck up. Boys, a hip check. 14:31 to go. Just the 2 shots to report in the frame in favor of the Riels. Worked the other way to the far side by the Twins. Rope blockade at the blue line. Breaks it up for the time being as the Riels possess that puck. Sticked into the zone. Icing waved off. Headland first on that puck. He'll play to the far side. Puck skips up, grabs, not the netting. We continue on. And bouncing puck on the side. Paul smothers up at 14:07. Grayson Matthews and his crew out there with Cole Davis and Bilios ready to go with the top line. Domingo working the lines as he's out there with Lucas Boninger. Off the draw. Puck went to the near side by the Twins. Domingo held for a minute. makes his move past a couple Twins, splits the D, walks in, puts it up high, and getting his glove on that one's Paul's, and we got some extracurricular activity. What a nice move there by the Riels. And the flash of the leather from Paul's shuts that down. Here we go. Nice play by Domingo, puts on the brakes, walks in, splits the D, and Paul's jumps up, makes the glove save. 13:53 on the clock as we get ready for some action. Before we do so, the Twins got to switch out their centerman. Matt Lizotte comes in. And on the tie-up, Riels got the stick on that one. Quick shot, loose in front of Paul's. Battling away at it, is it in the goal? And Paul's got interfered with. There's some extracurricular activity. And now here they go. And there's some good punches getting thrown in there. Really going at it now is Kilberski against Bilios. Paul's also in there. And we'll look for the guy who caused all the dilemma to start it up. That looked like it was Riley Robert. And here's a look at the replay. So the second time the buckets have been off tonight. Here's a look. And did he forcefully go into the goalie, Chris? So I didn't load that replay up as much as I should have there. Hard to tell as he was in the crease. I don't know if he made contact with Paul's or was pushed in. We'll get the call from the referees. And see, Paul's might have even picked up a penalty himself there while he was at it. 21 saves on the night for him, keeping this game at bay for the time being and trying to keep his squad in it. As Lucas Spencer makes his way into the penalty box, we got 3 Twins, and it looks like 2 Riels. We had the 2 guys in there from before, and now Matthews and Grayson Matthews possibly making his entrance into the sin bin. Yes, he will. And I don't know if they're going to tack on one more. I'm guessing they're going to do 5-on-5. Play is going to come out of the zone. So there might have been a goalie interference and an offset by a rough. And we'll see. Although if there was that, they would do 4-on-4, and that's not what they're doing. As the Twins got their 5 out there. And we're ready to go. 5-on-5 hockey. Following the physicality as we talked about in this one, getting going late. Kangar plays that cross. And that one picked off, jamming away at it. So it's each for roughing. And now Kalangari's in a headlock. And I can't see if it's the 38 or the 39 there. It's Danchuk or Bilios who's got him wrapped up. Correction, it's Mager. And the referees really making their payday today as they still trying to break them up. Both of them, and they're unable to. And now the referee has to step in. And Kalangari still wanting to get at Mager as he has 2 guys pulling him back. So Kalangari will be the 4th Twin in the sin bin as he gets ushered away. And Mager will join him on the other side there as the timekeeper has a couple more buddies joining him. He's got 4 Twins and 4 Riels to keep him company for the time being. as they have a little bit of a chat in there, making room for everyone as he tries to keep everything at bay in his zone. And they're going to keep the face-off in the zone. Staves 5-on-5 again. Dubois ready to go. And he will lose that one to Russell. Russell plays that back. And following another couple of roughs, we're underway. That puck dumped in deep. So they will add the 10-minute misconduct to Kalangari, which is what I was thinking they probably would at this point with how long those two guys are going at it. Reeves Suket centers that across off the stick wide of the goal. Battle down low. And trying to work that to Rays at the point. Now he'll get it. Rays fires that one deflected. Loose in front. Twins on that puck. Twins got to get ready to go here as it's go time for them with 7.5 gone in the frame. As Russell centers that in. Loose on front. And Domingo stretches out to get his glove on that one. 12:33 on the clock. Here's a look at the rush from the Twins on the replay. And Domingo stretches out, smothers that one up before the Twins can try and pot that one home on the far side. Shots in the frame, 4-0 in favor of the Riels. They lead this one up by 2. Battle for the puck down low. Worked out of the zone. Here come the Riels with numbers. Cross ice pass, and that one deflected off the glass. Big hit there. And worked out of the zone. Sachin plays that across for Lambert. Lambert to Roberto. Or to Robert, correction there. Robert plays that one in. And Borncar plays that all the way down. Lambert in after that, 12 to go in regulation. And as the Riels, they got Long going ahead. As Robert to Long. And that one closely played at the line. And the Twins now to go the other way. Kinner works in. Home side to hold. And their air pass there can make a 2-on-1 for the Riels. Riels walking in backhand. What a stop there by Pauls. 11:32 to go. Breaks put on by the Twins, and they hit the ice. Puck worked in deep by Kinyar. Sin bin still full as Canoe whips around, fires it in on goal, bouncing puck. And Ellswick plays that across. Work down low for the Twins. And there's going to be a skirmish for that puck. Jace Matthews trying to work that one free. And instead Gordon plays it to the far side. And they got Robert on the out route to work that out of the zone. And Kinner plays it right back in. Canoe giving chase. And Jace Matthews works that down low. Puck worked out of the zone. Reeves Suket walks in. And goes to the top of the circle. Avoids the stick lift. Plays through it. Canoe knocking that one away. And Canoe works that one ahead. Hamley now with it. Plays it across. Back to Hamill. Can't do that. As the Van Dons breaks that one up onto the near side. And out of the zone. Suket. Out working Barnes there. Plays it in. And now Canoe can't hold on to that pass as that was off the mark. Barnes chipping away at that one as he drives Suket into the sideboards. There's a quick shot. Pauls with the save. Rebound loose in front. Riel's working at it. And Matthews now to work it out of the zone as we hit the midway mark of the third period. And it's an icing in this 2-0 hockey game as the Twins trying not to get blanked in this one. Get ready to go here following the icing back in the Twins side of things. And from the Twins zone, tie up on the draw, one back by the Riels. And that one worked off the stick. Headland to work that ahead. And Hamley can't get that out. And no tripping call. Puck worked into the zone. Jamming away at it. Glove down by Dubois. Dubois with Davis. Leaves that back for Davis. Miscue. And down goes there. Hamlet puts a big knee on Davis. Correction there on Dubois. And now Lambert's got some shots in. And they're really going at it. And that's Lambert and Canoe. Canoe struggling. Canoe gets some haymakers in on Lambert. And Canoe takes down Lambert as Matthews and Sachin have a first row seat to that. And Canoe gives him a nice wave as he heads for the showers. Another good physical game as Lambert will make his exit, getting a nice tap there from Suket, showing his physicality. And now they got a bunch of debris as they go to scoop that one up. 9:32. And the timekeeper's got his pen out and he's writing away. As we wait the verdict here from the referee. And here's a look at the replay. Well, this is what the Riels thought was going to be a trip there. And they want that called. And they're going to take, though, the knee on knee, which will be most likely a 4-minute on the double minor. And they might have to expand the penalty boxes here with their next upgrade at this rate. So, they continue on to sort this out. Shots in the frame, still 4-0, as there's been good chances, but none of them getting in on net, and the physicality going. So they have the 4 minutes on the board. They don't have the number on that, and that was should be the number 6 of Hamill. Daniel Hamill was the one who got the collision, and they go to check the ice there. Couple Twins players with the linesmen there, making sure everything's good. We got 9:32 remaining in regulation. 2-0 in favor of the Riels. And they get ready to go. Riels power play 1 for 2 in today's hockey game. Twins 0 for 3 on their man advantage. As Reeve Suket there talking over Jace Matthews. With the referee in the center circle sorting it out. The Twins penalty box is going to open and they're going to put a 4th guy in there as they got 3. Including the 10-minute misconduct to Kalangari. They got 2 in the Twins, or in the Real side of things. Rex Scott joins them. And now the face-off, debating on what circle it's going to be. It's going to be in front of the Twins bench. So Pauls flips his mask down, and we get ready to go. Magyar gets right in there on the draw. He'll beat Matthews and works that across. Suket now scoops it up from his captain, works it all the way behind the goal. Battle in front as Pauls went out, nets off the moorings, pucks in the goal. And the power play goal, second for the Riels, and LB Magyar with the goal. He does the gritty to celebrate as he skates in front of his bench. So here's a quick look at that one there as the net popped off and stayed just above the net, so on the mark, so there be a good goal there, and they just pushed that one past Pauls. And the Twins, I think, wanted to get clarification on why that wasn't blown dead with the net popping off the mooring. So they got that, and we are ready to go. So knock a couple seconds off that penalty, and they're back on it. Puck played across here. So that took 12 seconds off the power play for Sukit and crew. As he continues now with the puck. Works it back. Balkanuk plays it across. And there's a quick shot from the That's deflected in front. And that's in the goal. And correction. It is Van Dyne's getting the deflection. Didn't know if it was him or Davis. So 2 quick power play goals. Power play rolling for the Riels. And here's a look at that. Well, that's the last one. Sorry about that. So just like that, power play getting it done. Puck deflected and cleared all the way in. That's going to be an icing. So the power play for the Riels improves 3-4 as they put what could be the icing on this one. Off the draw. Twins kick that across. Costly knee on knee. Now the Twins find themselves in a hole as Grayson Matthews works that all the way down and into the netting. And we'll write the near side face-off. Linesman needs a puck before we can play. Russell ready to go in the draw against Gordon. And off the drop. Puck centered, and that one rolls just wide. Holmes' first one on that one as he'll play it across. Puck dumped in by Rays. Scooped up now by the Twins as the Twins continue through traffic. And that one worked ahead by Rays. Rays plays into the attack zone and called at the one for offside with 7:56 to go. In what has been a physical game and will might get more physical as the Riels double up their opening frame scoring. Puck dumped all the way in by Domingo. Twins in behind their own goal. They'll try and work that one out. Plays ahead. And off a couple sticks. Foul for it ensues on. And now here come the Twins. Twins walk in. Trying to play that one back. Held at the line. Walking in down low is Headland. Headland with it. Trying to play it in front. Won't go. Battle ensues on. In behind. Circling back as the Riels scoop that one up. And dump that all the way down the ice. Puck pushed back. And now dumped all the way in. And we got a stoppage in play for an icing at 7:03. Off the draw. That one comes out. Barnes plays it across as he gets ready to work that one in. Battle down low. Puck worked ahead to Rich. And Headland plays that to the far side all the way down. Brakes put on. That comes out of the zone. Battle for it down low continues on. And now Kinnear plays that, looks, waits, fires that one in, deflected just wide of the goal. Great opportunity there going for the Twins with 6:15 to go. Battle for it down low. Cross pass, and getting just enough of the glove on that's Paul's. 6 minutes to go as that net popped off, and they're not going to, nope, they're going to continue on. As the linesman, quick action there, puts it back on, and that's not going to stay for long. So that'll blow that play dead at 5:53. Shots in the frame, 2 for the Twins. Meanwhile, 6 for the Riels. They've scored on 2 of those 6 to double up their scoring from the opening frame. Off the draw. Puck worked wide, and the Twins play that all the way down to Minko. Going to scoop that up, and he will do so in his own zone. Works it ahead. Davis gets it out to Van Dynes or to Mager, and big hit there against the sideboards. That one scoops in off a Twin player into their own zone. Twins play it across, putting on the brakes. Twins get right back, looking to feed Friesen. And an air pass there gets away from him to Minko. Walks in, and Mager was offside at 5:09. And here's a look at that hit. And some of the physicality that has been going on here in the third frame. And we are back underway. Stick battle ensues. Puck held at the line. And Jace Matthews picks that up, makes a move, and works that one down. There's a quick shot for the Twins. Rebound comes out. Riels scoop that up. And Matthews works that across. Dubois now with it. Buckinuk. Pass across. He's got 2 assists. Looking for another one. Loose in front. Big block there. And the Twins D prevails. Twins now play that into the zone. Matthews trying to get that to Spencer. As the penalty boxes slowly start to empty out, down to 2 people in there, both for the Twins. As Billas plays that to the far side. Headland with 4:15 to go. Trying to get his squad on the board, deflected in by Jace Matthews. They go for a change. And that puck makes it in the neutral zone. Worked right back in down low. Brakes put on for Sarcha, and he goes the other way. And sticked off the puck for the time being. Battle continues on as that one gets worked to the far side. Holmes plays that all the way down in behind the goal. Domingo works that across. Van Dynes with the puck on his stick. The latest goal, flips it perfectly to Suket. Suket walks in. Oh, he missed the goal. A great pass from Van Dynes. Suket with a great opportunity and couldn't deliver as a Twins player spins out. It's Russell in front of the Riels bench. 3:20 to go. Modowski works that one back. Deflected ahead. Riels trying to work that all the way down, and icing waved off. Good hustle there by Dubois as he gets tangled up with the Twins player. Twins come through at the puck. As the Twins, Bronco works that into the zone. And that's as far as he's going to get. Now Suket with another opportunity. Sauces it across to go to the backhand wide of the goal. Kinnar plays that ahead. Russell fires that one in at the line. Goes for a change. Domingo picks it up for the Riels. Riels work that across. Air pass, but they're going to outdo the icing. Yes, they are. As Danchuk Pauls pushes that away from him out behind his goal. And the Twins cut to the near side, working across. Getting headline back out on the ice. Plays that across, and no one can get their blade of their stick on the cross ice pass from Headland. Now it's going to be the chance for the other 14 going the other way as Robert tries to get that back to Long. And deflected into the corner boards by Bilios. Long giving chase. Puck worked away from him. And now Gunther plays that in on the far side. Tic-tac-toe, here come the Riels as that one was into the skates of the Twins. Bilios walks in, backhand, forehand, and unable to finish. Battle down low, continues on. Danchuk can't get a shot away as he tries to go after Friesen. Scott works it across, got their shot in on goal, is held on for a whistle by Domingo, and we got some extra cricklers to follow. 1:30 on the clock, 90 seconds in regulation, and the linesman, again, really looking at it, and there's a left hook laid on Rays. And that is Scott landing that right hook on him. So the physicality sees no end in this one as Domingo skates out of his net for his own safety. And they're just going to usher both of them off the ice. So Rays and Rex Scott take an early exit. Kalen Rays 90 seconds to go. Still one Twins player in the penalty box. As Pauls fires the puck back down to the end of the ice. Shot total is 25-22 in favor of the Riels, who've doubled up their first period scoring. It's 4-0 in this one in favor of the visiting Riels, trying to prove to 7-0. Quick shot by the Twins off the draw. No one knows where the puck is as it falls down right at the line. Worked out by Rich. And the Merrick's plays that across. Puck worked out of the zone. Ethan Rich now plays that ahead and down low. Brakes put on. Twins work it ahead on the near side. And Domingo works that one down. Lazat to work that one ahead. And that one deflected off a couple sticks. Domingo works it right back in. His guys tag at the line and get right back down. 45 seconds in regulation. As the Twins dump that one in. And that puck works its way all the way out. There's an opportunity, and Pauls freezes up with 27.8 seconds to go. And off the draw. Puck worked to the blue line and now down low here for the Riels. As they try and just let that clock tick to the final 12. Domingo plays that one, picked up. One last rush by the Twins. They're just going to dump that in and play it easy. As that's picked up by Dubois. And that's going to do it. There's the horn. We got your final. It's 4-0 Riels. We have your 3 stars coming up in this one. The Riels improved to 7-0, while the Twins drop 2 in a row. Final shots for the frame. Total of 4 for the Twins. And on the Riels side of things, they have 6. Giving us the totals of 25-22 in favor of the victorious Riels. And with that, we will head to our 3 stars in today's game. And we'll start our 3 stars off in this one. Starting it off with our 3rd star in today's game. with 1 goal, getting it done. The game winner from the St. Boniface Riels, number 18, Caden Gordon. Second star in today's game from the St. Boniface Riels. And he got it done early on in this one with some pushback and did it again late in the frame. Held his own, picked up his second shutout of the season with 22 saves in this one from the St. Boniface Riels. Their starting goaltender, number 30, Alex Domingo. First star in today's game. Finished the night off with the goal and assist for his team, getting it done, leading the way as he should. The St. Boniface Riels, their captain, number 88, Cole Davis. And following that, we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. 3 other games on in action as the Twisters and Vicks have the day off after a great 6-5 shootout win comeback by the home squad in that one for St. Vital. And we got a final. And the Canucks blow their 1-goal lead, 4 unanswered goals. Burio, Lorenko, Fishek, and Anderson potting the back of the net. Raiders Junior Hockey Club picks up the win. They improve to 3-3-1 on the campaign. The Canucks fall to 2-4-1 with a 4-1 loss. Shots were 36-36 out in St. James. Out in Charleswood, the Hawks continued to add on the scoring as Kozowski got 1 for the visiting Jets, but Verason picked up his second. Dolonsky and Penner added to the scoring from the first 40 minutes, and that's a 6-2 final in favor of the Hawks. They improved to 4-2-1. The Stonewall Jets dropped to 4-3. And a final out in River East as the Royal Knights drop their second. The Railer Express win their 6th straight to improve to 6-0-1 with that 1 overtime loss happening in their home opener against the Riels. Vandenbush and Pruden the goal scorers in that one. Richardson the goal scorer for the Royal Knights. Take a look at Sunday's schedule. It all starts at 2 p.m. in Transcona as they host the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. So both those teams coming off of a come-from-behind win. We got the Riels at 3 p.m. taking on the Royal Knights as the Royal Knights try to get back in the win column and get even with the Riels in that one. As both those teams were hanging out at the top of the standings and the Royal Knights trying to stop their slide. Meanwhile, I'll be out in Morris as the Pemmon Valley Twisters picked up a point in their last game. Look for their first 2-point night of the season as they take on the Charleswood Hawks. And for the Twins fans watching today's broadcast, your game will be broadcasted on Sunday at 7 p.m. as they're out to take on the Stonewall Jets. And that game all starts at 7 p.m. out at the Stonewall Veterans Memorial Arena. With that, I'm your host, Bentley Brandt, along with your cameraman, Nate Noble, signing off on this one. And it's a 4-0 Riels win over the Twins here from Fort Garry. And until Sunday, take care and see you then. Thanks for tuning in.